So early this month, I released my 6th official EP. It's called Cannot Help Myself. It's available on vinyl and CD and streaming platforms. It's about anywhere that you want to listen to it, it's out. It's my 6th official EP, because we don't count the very first one that I ever did. That's, you know, the one that's on my Patreon, that you can get on my Patreon. That one. Patreon. Fake news. Doesn't exist. Patreon. Can't get it. It's a lie. But it's my 6th official EP. So that means I've done 2 albums and 6 EPs. That's a lot of music. But you might be thinking, I didn't know about this. I didn't know you'd release another EP. When were you gonna fucking tell us? Well, I did, if you've been paying attention. But this marks the first time that I've put out a body of work, like an EP or an album, where I haven't done an official music video for it. You know, like a visual extravaganza. Who the fuck do I think I am? Every other EP has had music videos. Every album has had music videos. So why did I choose to only do lyric videos for this one? Well, speaking from vast experience as a music business person, possibly the worst business advisor you could possibly hire, I'm gonna tell you why. It's for a couple of reasons. Number 1, financial. Number 2, the way that we consume music and visuals has completely changed. So first and foremost, music videos. They're fucking expensive. I think they're fun, they're one heck of a time, but I'm an independent artist. I don't have this big pot of someone else's money that I have to borrow to be able to make music videos. I always fund everything myself. And I've created some, well, I was gonna say I've created some great music videos in my time. I have, but as soon as I started saying that, I started thinking about the bad ones. I've created some music videos in my time. Some really cool that I'm really proud of, and some not worth the tens of thousands of pounds in total that have been spent on them. The bare minimum that you can get away with for a music video that looks good, that has like a professional crew filming for you, producers, lighting, editing, etc. You're looking anywhere between £2,500 to £3,000 minimum for something good. And if you're gonna say, well, that's not true because I created a music video for way less than that, maybe I'm wrong. But in my experience, I haven't seen one that I would be personally happy with without it costing a small fortune, quite frankly. If you can do it for less and you're proud of the results you get, that's fucking great. I'm not saying that there's like a ceiling for what people can create based on budgets. You can do anything you set your mind to, but in my experience, it can cost quite a bit of money. I want to remind you all that the Dirt music video cost over £10,000. I just want to put that back out there. I think Agenda cost nearly 10,000. Take Me Out, I think, was like 5,000 or 6,000, just for full transparency. And also this was a time where I let other people sort of take control of how my money was being spent. I was kind of lulled into this idea of like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. You have to spend this, you have to spend money to make money. I had quite a gang of people around me, I'll put it that way, that encouraged me to spend a lot of money because that's just what's done. When you see big budget music videos like, say, Ice Spice, Taylor Swift, Cardi B, I don't know if Cardi B does anything anymore. I don't keep up with the music. Who's the other one? I think, oh, Doja Cat. You know, I'm just naming names that I've heard recently. God. When you see big budget things like that, it's the labels that pay for them, and then that goes against the money that you then earn from sales. It's called an advance. Basically, they will pay for your music video, but then they will want that money back. They're not just gonna fucking give you like £200,000, £300,000 to make a music video. They want that back. So then you have to earn that back in sales and streams. All of that money goes to them until they've got their money back. I hope that makes sense. Just see it as like a loan, basically. But you won't make money from your music until you've paid off what you've borrowed. I don't like working like that. I have done it in the past. I don't like it. And quite frankly, unless you're a huge music artist, making music videos isn't really viable anymore. The amount of time and money and effort that's put into them, it's very difficult to see that back. Which leads me on to my next point. The way that music is being consumed on the visual side of things has completely changed. And I would argue, honest to God, unless you are, quite frankly, Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift alone, people don't sit and watch music videos again and again and again because of the Easter egg thing. You know, we want to see what we've missed. In my experience nowadays, people really only watch music videos on YouTube because the audio is there. It's like on autoplay in the background. It's just a way of basically having the audio play while you're doing other things. That's coming from a lot of people that I've spoken to, which is why I went with lyric videos, because there's still the audio aspect and there's lyrics on screen, but I don't have to spend thousands and thousands of pounds for something that people aren't really going to actually pay a lot of attention to after the first time. Instead, the way that people visually market music these days, you know what I'm going to say, it's all on this fucking thing now. It's all about creating promotional materials for Instagram Reels, TikTok. It's about basically making these videos of like, I wrote this song about an evil ex. Should I release it? They've already recorded it. It's already on the way. Don't believe their lies, by the way. I digress. As a really good example is there's an artist that just filmed herself, I think, or had a friend filming her running down a street, like really fucking fast. And it's the only promotional material that I saw for this song. But she did it in different places all the time. She just ran towards the camera, lip syncing to the song. And it worked. It got people's attention. I think the #1 song in the UK right now, I think it's called Strangers. It went viral basically from a girl in her bedroom studio, not quite sure, basically doing like a little performance of it. It's like a liquid drum and bass sort of vibe, I think. And it was just her performing it to camera. And that was enough. It's #1 in the UK because the song was that good. She didn't need to spend like thousands of pounds on a music video to get it viral, to get it to #1, to spread the word, etc., etc. Back in the day, and I'm talking like up until basically early to mid 2010s, the way that music spread in the mainstream media was through music channels. Like, I'm not old enough to be like, oh, I'm the MTV generation. I was born slightly after that, when MTV sort of switched from mostly music to more like TV shows. But when I was a kid, I used to watch like Kerrang, The Box, The Hits, all these music channels. As soon as I got home from school, when I was getting ready for school in the morning, I would be watching music videos, because music videos very much accompanied the songs back then. That's not necessarily true these days. In my opinion, artists are better off putting time and work into social media promotion, which is depressing as fuck, by the way, because for someone that's made a living off of social media for like over 10 years now, I fucking suck at social media. I'm awful. I'm not a marketing team. But to be a musician nowadays, you have to be a musician, a songwriter, a promoter, a publisher, a marketer, a social media content creator, everything. You have to be everything all of the time, and it's hard. I know, wow, oh, it's so difficult. You know what, I would love to just be able to make music, but unfortunately you do have to, I feel like I'm going off on a tangent. Again, that's the ADHD coming through. Again, that's a really interesting revelation in my life at the moment. But basically, the importance of music videos has drastically gone down. My favourite music video that I've ever done, I would say it's probably for my song Brutus. And that was something that we filmed in February. It was 2-degree weather, Celsius, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's cold. It's fucking cold. It's near freezing. And I was filming from like 10 p.m. at night to 6 in the morning. And the people on set, my partner included, who was producing it, they had been on set since like 10 in the morning. So another like 12 hours before that. That's like a 20-hour day. I got dragged through the dirt. I got buried alive, essentially, had dirt chucked on me in a grave. Everyone got sick from the cold after it was done. And I'm very, very proud of it. And you know what? Me 10 years ago would only have dreamed of being able to create these things and for people to watch them. But through everything that we went through, it's on 81,000 views. That's a lot of views, but music videos, especially from my perspective, they don't get hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views like big artists do. I think there's a massive divide between independent artists. It's like middle ground, like they've got a bit of popularity, their name's kind of known, but they're doing everything themselves, versus like the massive divide, and then a huge, above the ceiling, like A-list musicians like Dua Lipa, Taylor Swift, Doja Cat. There's a massive divide, and these are the ones that can and will put time into making music videos because it's still viable. It's a viable method of promotion, versus everyone beneath that ceiling, where full music videos might not be the best way to spend time and money anymore. If you are an artist starting out, if you're an independent artist, I would recommend focusing on a social media strategy rather than looking to create visuals that, artistically you think would match your song. I understand the pride that must go into your work, and how, you want to create a music video that perfectly encapsulates the song. That's what I've done in the past. But it's becoming less and less viable because of the way that content's being consumed. I hope that rant makes sense. I'm sorry it was kind of all over the place, and I'm sorry it's been a little bit long. Let me know your thoughts. Do you watch music videos? Who do you watch music videos from? Do you watch them again? Do you watch them after the first time you've seen them? Do you go back and look for messages, or do you just enjoy sitting there doing nothing but watching music videos? Let me know. Or do you watch music videos to have on the background just to hear the music? I'm genuinely of the mindset that if I created a music video for the lead single off my latest EP, Everybody Lies, I genuinely believe it would have the same amount of views as the lyric video does, because the way that people consume music has completely changed. That's my thoughts. Let me know if I'm wrong. Does this mean that I am never going to make another music video again? No, just for now, this is where I'm at. As an artist, I think I want to put more time into the music itself and promoting it in the ways that the kids will see it. You know, say the kids, you know, because I'm joking that I'm old. I'm only 31, I'm not old. But it's about playing to your strengths and utilising your time and money in the best way possible. That's my advice. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Catch you later. Who lets me rant? It's a terrible idea.